Hello, I am Shubhakar Naik, lecturer in Polymer Technology, Karnataka Government Polytechnic, Mangalore. On behalf of Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, I am going to present PPT on fundamentals of extrusion and extrusion process. This is the first session of Unit 2. Program is Polymer Technology, course Plastic Processing Technology for third semester. Course outcome: the students shall understand the basic knowledge of extrusion process. In today's session, we are going to discuss about various topics like fundamentals of extrusion process. What is single screw? What is twin screw? And what is drag flow, pressure flow? Let us begin. What is extrusion? Extrusion is a very basic process which is used very widely for manufacture of continuous profiles. Extruder is a machine which we make use for extrusion process. Extruder, which offers the advantage of completely versatile processing technique, is unsurpassed in economic importance by any other process. Extrusion is continuous process with its relatively low cost of operation, is predominant in the manufacture of shapes such as films, sheets, tapes, filaments, pipes, rods, etc. The basic processing concept is, which is similar to injection molding. In this, the material passes from the hopper into the cylinder, in which it is melted and dragged forward by the movement of screw. The screw compresses, melts and homogenizes the material. When the melt reaches the end of the cylinder, it is usually forced through a screen pack prior to the entering a die that gives the desired shape with the no break in continuity. Most commonly used extruders are single screw extruders. What is it? So one of the most outstanding features of plastics is the ease with which they can be processed. Some cases, semi-finished articles such as sheets, rods are produced and subsequently fabricated into desired shape using conventional methods such as welding, matching, etc. In the majority of cases, however, the finished articles, which may be quite complex in shape, is produced in a single operation. The processing stages of heating, shaping and cooling may be continuous or as a repeated cycle of events, but in most cases the process may be automated and so are particularly suitable for mass production. Here in this diagram you can see a single screw extruder. This is the hopper end. This portion is called the feed hopper. Powder or granular material is fed into this hopper, and here there is a horizontally placed barrel. It is a hollow one in which a well designed screw is placed like this. There is a driving mechanism on this end of the screw. Variable speed drive is available. With the help of this, screw is made to rotate at a certain constant speed. A number of heaters are, these are band heaters, circular heaters. These are number of heaters are placed in the first section, middle section and at the exit section. This is called feed section. From here to here, feed section, and here compression section, and from here to here is a metering section. And here there is a filtering arrangement, that is breaker plate and screen pack is placed here at the exit end of this extruder barrel. And from here onwards is the portion shown here is the die which is meant for producing certain continuous profile, maybe of tube or I section, V section, U section, whatever. So totally barrel which is horizontally placed, in which there is a screw. Here only one screw is fitted inside the barrel, hence this type of machine is called single screw extruder. So material is charged here. When it comes over here into the barrel, the feed end, then heating is there from the surroundings, and because of the rotational force of the screw, the plastic granules get heated up, and they when they come when they reach to this point, the complete heating will take place and melting starts. And due to the more compression and due to the heat which is supplied from outside, the material will be completely homogenized and melted properly. Then it will be going to move into this die region. So now I think you understood what is a single screw extruder. One of the most common methods of processing of plastics is extrusion using a single screw inside a barrel. Just now we have seen. The plastic, usually in the form of granules or powder, is fed from the hopper onto the screw. It is conveyed along with the barrel, where it is heated by conduction from the barrel heaters and shear due to its movement along the screw flights. The depth of the screw channel is reduced along the length of the screw so as to compact the material. At the end of the extruder, the melt passes through the die to produce an extruded of desired shape. Now, what is called feed zone? Feed zone is, in other words, is called entry zone. The function of this zone is to preheat the plastic material and convey it to the subsequent zone. The design of this section is important since the constant screw depth must supply sufficient material to the metering zone so as not to starve it, but on the other hand not supply so much material that the metering zone is overrun. The optimum design is related to the nature of the material, shape of the feedstock, the geometry of the screw, and the frictional properties of the screw and barrel in relation to the plastic. The frictional behavior of the feedstock material has a considerable influence on the rate of melting which can be achieved. The middle section, that is called as a compression zone. First is the feed zone, which is start from the hopper end. The middle zone is called compression zone. In this zone, the screw depth gradually decreases, so to compact the plastic material. This compaction has the dual role of squeezing and trapped air is removed back into the feed zone and improving the heat transfer to the reduced thickness of material. The last zone, that is called metering zone. So feed zone, middle is the compression zone. At the exit end there is a zone called metering zone. This section, the screw depth is again constant, but much less than the feed zone. In metering zone, the melt is homogenized so as to supply a constant rate of material at a uniform temperature and pressure to the die. This zone is the most straightforward to analyze since it involves a viscous melt flowing along the uniform channel. In this slide, you can see a single screw. This end is fitted to the driving mechanism. These are the screw threads you can see over here. The gap between the screw thread, that is called flights. Flight number of flights are there. So material, when from the hopper end, when it from the hopper fall down, this will carry forward through the material will move along the flights of this screw to the this exit end. Starting this portion is the feed zone, middle is the compression zone, and these are the exit zone or metering zone. These are all imaginary zones. Here the thread cut on the screw is shown, is nearly about 90 degree one side and the other side 120 degree. So this way I think it is clear to you how the screw is designed and how the pressure is on the material is going to increase in the feed zone. Again it is going to increase and then will be again in the metering zone will be more at high pressure. Now the different types of screws we make use, the spiral cut barriers type of screw is there, and say parallel cut, that is mixed type of screw is there, ring type barrier screw is there, mixing screw. So design wise so going to differ from one to another. So in general you can say there are different types of screws available for handling the different type of material. The important part of the extruder is a breaker plate. What is it? It is a mechanical member, or it is a part of the part which is mechanically strong, and with the, along with this number of wire meshes are placed together, and it is placed at the exit end of the barrel. It consists of a large number of countersunk holes to allow the passage of melt whilst preventing the dead spots where particles of melt could gather, and the breaker plate also conveniently straighten out the spiraling melt flow which emerges from the screw. This is the diagram of the breaker plate. This is the cut section. Cut section is shown here. See, looking from the front, number of holes are drilled like this at equal distances, and wire mesh is also placed at the same size. 2 plies, 3 plies we can place so that proper filtering of the foreign material also takes place. In recent years, there has been steady increase in the use of extruders which have 2 screws rotating in a heated barrel. These machines permit a wider range of possibilities in terms of output rates, mixing efficiency, heat generation, and compared with the single screw extruder. The output of a single screw extruder can typically 3 times that of the single screw extruder of the same diameter and speed. Although the term twin screw is used almost universally for extruders having 2 screws, the screw need not be identical. You can see over here different types of twin screws which are placed inside a barrel, then we call so entire machine is called twin screw extruder. Counter rotating two screws are placed here. Co-rotating two screws are placed by intermeshing, it is shown. Counter rotating non-intermeshing, it is not going to mesh, it is a small gap between the both the screw is there. Co-rotating non-intermeshing, that is shown. So in these two cases, not meshing, non-intermeshing type, and these two are intermeshing type, it is shown. Rotation wise, clockwise or in opposite direction rotating one, co-current, counter rotating or co-rotating, what we call. There are in fact a large variety of machine types, the possibilities with the counter rotating and co-rotating screws. In addition, the screw may be conjugated or non-conjugated. A non-conjugated screw configuration is one in which the screw flights are a loose fit into the one another so that there is a small space for the material between screw flights. Now let us watch a video of the twin screw extruder. A twin screw extruder is shown over here. This is the hopper and this is the barrel and the screw inside and heating arrangements. Everything is available. This is the different types of downstream arrangement. This is the pelletizing line. How the twin screw extruder is helpful? Let us see. Water hot phase pelletizing line. See, the material which we are going to charge here, from the hopper, it will be falling onto the screw, and the screw, when it rotates, the material will be going to move in the barrel through the die. It comes out and it flows further. That is central drawer is there, from which it comes here for drying. Then it is cooled and dried, and it is see, air cooling takes place. Then it is taken out. So this type of arrangement, this is a silo in which it comes and now air cooling hot phase pelletizing zone. Now from here the material is charged. Again it is moving along with the screw. Now from the die it will going to fall down, and it is cut into the required size and all. Then it is going to pass through and it is taken for cooling, and air cooling takes place, and due to the vibration the pelletizing takes place, and then it is packed. Water cooling strand pelletizing, this is also very similar process. Say from the hopper, the material which you have charged, it is going to move further, and from here it is taken dipped into the water bath for cooling, and after that is dragging unit is there, and here the cutting arrangement is there. Pelletizing is done here. When it comes, this is called cantilever pelletizer. So the strands are cut here to the required size, and then it is been packed. So we have seen how it works. Now the diagram of a twin screw extruder is here. Now see, the The barrel and screw arrangement is shown here, and the driving mechanism is here. This is a twin screw extruder. Both the screws are parallelly placed. This is the body of the machine. Here power source, the driving mechanism is fitted to the screws. Here material is fed here, and from here it is going to advance, move further. Foamed polymer extruded is available here. This arrangement is there here for cooling the screw, and the heating arrangement from the barrel is also there, which is not visible in this. This type of twin screw extruder, which is used for producing the foamed polymer. So the extrudate is a lightweight one, and of course it is what we call foamed type. The twin screws arrangement is shown here in both these diagrams. This is a non-conjugated screws. That means there is a gap between these two screws. And this is a conjugated screw. See, the screws are intermeshing each other. So this type is widely used. So two types. Now intermeshing type, it can be shown from the end view. This is the end view, the screw, and how the intermeshing takes place, that is shown over here. Three types of flows will be there in extruder. First is a drag flow, the flow between two surfaces caused by the movement of one relative to other. The fluid is literally dragged by the moving wall. For parallel flat surfaces, the resulting velocity profile is linear, varying from zero at stationary wall to the velocity of the moving surface. This is shown here, the total, this is the length of the metering zone. The flow in this section, it is a drag flow. Pressure flow. Pressure flow is polymer backflow from the extruder exit towards the feed throat, caused by the flow resistance from the extruder exit to the die exit. In the metering section of the extruder screw, the pressure flow is the relatively backward flow of material down the screw channel caused by pressure in the head. Design modifications to minimize distortion. See the original, if there is a distortion in the product, how to overcome? We can change the design, thereby we can minimize the distortion. Say original product is like this. Say the distortion will take place like this. Distortion is change in shape. So modified design is you can give a small cut over here, so that the distortion of this kind of product can be eliminated by doing so. And one more, let us take the example. This is the product. So distortion takes place like this. Though it is a horizontally placed one, is a straight in the bottom, even surface is there. Here it is a curved like because of the distortion. So we can provide this kind of extra material in the form of ribs. So we can avoid the distortion by strengthening this portion. So the design aspect is very important to overcome some of the problems which cause during the production. See, the extruder product is supposed to be like this, and the die shape, the shape is like this. When it comes out, this will be shape of the extruded product. And thick portion is here. We can pull it down so that we can make some arrangement like a thin. This will be, and this will be, this portion you can bring down. So this way the cut section of the profile which is produced can be seen like this. Now at this end of this session, let us have the multiple choice questions and suitable answer for those questions. First question is, which of the following is not used in extrusion? Granules. B answer. C is a powder. D is a pellets. A is wax. So B, C, D are used. A, that is the wax, is not used in extrusion. Question number 2. Melting section is another name for which section? Melting section. A answer is the transition section. B, purifying section. C, feed section. D, collapse section. Correct answer is transition section. Now question number 3. Which of the following is not an important factor of cooling in extrusion? So reduction in shrinkage, reduction in distortion, ease of adding colors, rate of cooling. Not important factor of cooling in extrusion. Which of the following is not an important factor of cooling in extrusion? Ease of adding colors, that is not required in the cooling. Question number 5. Tubes having U shape cannot be manufactured by polymer extrusion process. Say true or false. This statement is false. U shape can be produced. U shape can also be produced. Now, question number 6. Which of the following is not a function of breaker plate screen assembly? Arrest the rotational flow and convert into axial flow. Improved melt homogeneity. C, improves mixing by increasing the back pressure. Do not remove the contaminants and unmelt. Which is not a function. Do not remove the contaminants and unmelt. This is the answer. So A, B, C are the functions of breaker plate, and which is not a function is a D. Do not remove the contaminants and unmelt. Question number 7. Films are made by dash. A, film blowing, calendaring, none of these. Answer is film blowing. Question number 8. The basic sheet can be made by dash. Extrusion, blow molding, transfer molding, none of these. The plastic sheets can be made by extrusion. Correct answer. Thank you.